So welcome back to part 1 of the creativity series, and to the last day of part 1, day 10. Now, over the last 9 days, we've been looking at this very simple visualization technique, and hopefully now it feels very familiar, very comfortable to do. I think this particular type of visualization creates a particular kind of feeling, which in turn brings about a certain type of creativity. For most people, this exercise brings about a sense of stillness first and foremost. And from a sense of stillness comes one type of creativity. But I think it can also be interesting to look at how different mind states can bring about different types of creativity. So as we go into part 2, we'll be looking at a similar visualization, but with a very different feel to it. So whereas this exercise may well leave you feeling very calm, very still, for some people, perhaps even a little bit sleepy. As we move into part 2, it's a visualization that still has that sense of stillness, but it has a real sense of energy about it, a real sense of movement about it. And that tends to bring about a different kind, as I say, of creativity, but also a different kind of mind state, one that feels slightly more energized. But that's something to look forward to in the next part. For now, I'd like you just to take a moment, get yourself comfortable. You'll probably noticed over the last couple of days there's longer and longer spaces of silence within the exercise for you just to observe that visualization as it unfolds. Today will be like that in just the same way. So as you get yourself ready with the eyes open, that nice soft gaze, and then beginning with a few big deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. With the next exhalation, just gently closing the eyes. As you take a moment just to check in with the different senses, becoming more aware of the environment in which you're sat right now. And as you become more aware of those sounds, other physical senses, probably you'll become more aware of the sensations in the body, the way in which the body feels this particular moment in time. without judging it, without needing to think about it, just noticing how it feels. And then starting off at the top of the head, just gently scanning down, all the way down to the toes. Just building up a picture. Noticing those areas of the body that feel particularly spacious and relaxed, as well as any areas that feel a little uncomfortable in some way. At the same time as you start to notice those physical sensations, perhaps getting a feeling, a sense of what the underlying emotional tone of mind is right now. So what kind of mood is around for you right now? Taking a moment to pause, to be clear about why you're doing what you're doing. Remember the idea of beginner's mind. Not bringing with you the same motivation every day, but stopping, pausing to notice what that motivation's really about in this moment. Noticing how the impact of this exercise on others is starting to become part of that motivation. So carrying with you that altruistic attitude not only benefits others, those around you, but also yourself, even within the meditation itself. And as always, just feeling confident, knowing that creativity, spontaneity is always there. It's about stepping back and allowing that to come to the forefront of the mind. And just take a moment now to settle the attention on the breath, noticing where in the body you feel that movement. And noticing the natural rhythm of the breath, how one breath is perhaps different to the last. And just continue in that way now, just for a couple of minutes, allowing thoughts to come and go, allowing feelings to come and go. And having followed the breath in that way, now just shifting the attention to that steady, gentle stream of sunlight coming in through the top of the head, and just follow its natural path, its course, as you watch, as the body is filled up one part at a time, any discomfort dissolving, any tension melting away, just bringing with it a real sense of ease and calm. And with that feeling that the body's now overflowing with that appearance and sensation of sunlight, now just allowing the mind to rest in that space as you continue to be aware of the breath. And now letting go of any focus at all. Letting go of the feeling, letting go of the breath, and just letting the mind do whatever it wants to do. And then just bringing the attention back to the body. So re-engaging those senses, noticing the weight of the body, the contact between the body and the chair or the body and the floor. Noticing any sounds. Any strong smells. And in your own time, just gently opening the eyes again. Clear about how you feel right now, in the moment. And clear about your intention to be aware, open to that creativity throughout the day. For now, you can sit back, and well done on completing part 1 of the creativity series. I hope that over the last 10 days you've really started to see a shift, a change in your ability to be open to that spacious state of mind which is always there. The temptation, as I say, is to think that we need to try to be creative. We need to get into a creative frame of mind. But in fact, it's more about what we choose to let go of. It's more about what we choose to stop doing that allows this natural sense of creativity to arise and to come to the forefront of the mind. And whereas in part 1 we've seen the type of creativity that arises from a very still, very calm mind, as we go into part 2 we'll look at the type of creativity that can arise from a more dynamic, a changing mind. And I think that's useful for many different reasons, but certainly if you're the kind of person who has a more busy, dynamic mind, then you'll find, I think, that part 2 will really start to open up the opportunity to engage with that sense of dynamic creativity. So I look forward